Good morning, Debra.
Good morning, Jess.
All right, let's talk about your book, I Am Debra Lee. So this clearly chronicles your incredible life and your career, but who did you write this for?
I wrote it for young women. I wanted them to know that we all make mistakes. We all have bumps in the road, and that shouldn't stop you. And I wanted to inspire them.
Let's talk a little bit about your career as CEO at BT.
Yeah.
Even once you worked your way up, you felt the need that you still need to prove yourself, right?
Yes. Well, I started as general counsel, and then when I became COO, I didn't know that meant I was the heir apparent. It was a position created by Bob Johnson, the founder of BET, and to me it meant that everybody reported to me now, and that I reported to him. And that was true. And luckily, it took me about 6 years, but I finally had my own team, and a team that wanted me to succeed, they wanted the company to succeed, and they saw their future dependent on me. And that's when it all got a little better. Now there's still, I had to deal with racism, sexism, all the things we deal with as women. But it was so exciting leading BET. It was in the prime of the cable days. Cable networks were just starting to do original programming.
So you sit on the boards currently of several big organizations. We're talking Discovery, Procter & Gamble, Warner Brothers. Are you seeing more women in the boardrooms now?
I remember the days on some boards where I was the only woman, and we would take a break and I would go to the bathroom and no one else was in there. Nowadays there's a line.
What do you say to the person who says when they see a woman of color, a woman who has, who's at the helm, and say, they were just a DEI hire?
I say that's ludicrous. You have to meet the same qualifications. I took the same exams as everyone at Harvard Law School, at Brown University. I took the bar. I mean, there are all these hurdles that you have to overcome. And because a company or an organization opened the door for you does not mean that you're incompetent.
Okay, so you've worked with a lot of leaders, not only in the world of business, but entertainment. There's a story of you and Aretha Franklin where she taught you the power of saying no. Can you tell us that story?
Well, Aretha Franklin was an amazing woman, so talented, and she was a boss. Can I just say that? She was a boss. She handled her own business. She taught me how to say no, how to be the final decision maker, and not feel bad about it, because I knew she was going to ask for as much as she could. And years of dealing with her, we became good friends.
Because you've been in the boardroom giving advice to all these young folks. What is the best piece of advice that you've received in the boardroom?
Well, I think actually it came from my father, who was in the Army and pushed me. And he told me to always be myself and to treat everyone fairly. Whether they're the housekeeper at night or the chairman of the company. He said the people are no better than the folks, which to me meant everyone should be treated the same. And I think that served me well. I've had an incredible career, meeting people I admired growing up, like Diana Ross and Berry Gordy, and Smokey Robinson knows me by name. I mean,
he knows me. I mean, you are someone, though. You are someone, and you've had such an incredible career, so thank you so much, Debra.
And that's why I wanted to write about it. Looking back on it, it has been amazing.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.